John Ulzheimer is known as one of our nation's most recognized credit experts. Having worked for 28 years in the credit industry, John has become one of the most prolific speakers about credit and the go-to authority on answers to credit-related questions. Credit Countdown with John Ulzheimer.
Hey there, this is John Ulzheimer, consumer credit expert. Got 30 years of experience in the industry, time at FICO, time at Equifax. Today we're talking about BNPL. If you don't know what BNPL is, Google it, and then come right back and watch the rest of this video. BNPL is an acronym that stands for Buy Now, Pay Later. What is Buy Now, Pay Later? Buy Now, Pay Later is the latest trend in kind of extended payment options for low ticket items that you buy online. So the next time you go check out, I'll give you a really good example. For Christmas, I bought my son a pair of Nike tennis shoes that he really wanted. When I was checking out, one of the ways I could pay, which, I mean, there are a gajillion ways to pay, right? I could use a credit card. I could go to the store and just pay for it at the store using a variety of methods if I wanted to. And one of the options that I was given online at the website is to pay using what's called Buy Now, Pay Later, BNPL. And there are a variety of companies that offer this. PayPal offers it, a company called Affirm offers it. There's a lot of them, that's not all of them, and I don't have any relationship with PayPal or Affirm. Those are just the two that I can remember. What they will do is they will, so for those of you who are old enough, you may remember layaway. Remember layaway? Layaway was when you picked out something you wanted to buy, they took it off the shelves and kind of put it in the back, and then you made periodic payments at the store until you paid off whatever the item was, and then you got it. That was called layaway. Layaway doesn't really exist any longer, at least not in mass scale like it used to. But Buy Now, Pay Later is kind of like quasi-layaway. It's almost like layaway light. Because it's similar to layaway in that you make smaller payments over a short period of time. You may make 3 payments to pay it off. You may make 4 payments to pay it off. But instead of layaway, where you don't actually get the item before it's paid off, in this scenario, you do get the item before it's paid off. And so if you look at Buy Now, Pay Later, Buy Now, Pay Later is in fact a really, really small extension of credit. So what's the benefit? Why would I choose to Buy Now, Pay Later? Well, instead of paying $100 all at one time, I would pay $25 over the period of 4 weeks or 2 months. So it just gives the consumer this kind of perspective that they're paying much less for an item than because they're paying for it over time with much smaller payments rather than paying one lump sum all up front. Because Buy Now, Pay Later is in fact an extension of credit, one of the topics that has come up recently is, what is the effect of Buy Now, Pay Later on my credit reports and credit scores? Fair question, excellent question. As of the recording of this video, which is in early 2022, Buy Now, Pay Later is not on credit reports. And because Buy Now, Pay Later is not on credit reports, it is not influential to your credit scores. Buy Now, Pay Later, one of the questions that no one's really answering is well, what would Buy Now, Pay Later look like on a credit report? And while no one knows yet, because the credit industry hasn't created a standard for the furnishing of Buy Now, Pay Later accounts to the credit bureaus, it is likely going to look like a short-term installment loan, because that's what it is. So if you look at something like a short-term personal loan with 36-month payback terms or 12-month payback terms on something like a credit builder loan with a credit union, Buy Now, Pay Later is similar to that, meaning that it's a really, really small extension of credit with really, really small monthly payments for a really, really short period of time. So it would likely just look like a really, really short-term installment loan on a credit report. So can that help your credit scores? Of course it can. Anything that's positive, that has positive things to say about your credit management practices, if that's on a credit report, then that's likely to help you. Can Buy Now, Pay Later hurt your credit scores? Of course they can. Anything on your credit report has the capability of hurting your scores. If you don't make the payments and they go into default, the addition of an account that has a balance, these are all things that could potentially have a negative impact on your credit score. So these are some things that you're going to want to keep in mind is if you do continue to choose methods of payment that are like new and unique, buy now, pay later is the latest and greatest of all of them. You may end up with a choice someday of whether or not you want that to be on your credit reports. You have to make a decision, yay or nay. Or you may choose a buy now, pay later company that doesn't choose to report to the credit bureaus. But you can't force these companies to report to the credit bureaus. That's voluntary. And just because the credit bureaus say, hey, now we're accepting buy now, pay later accounts from these different companies, that doesn't mean that those companies are going to immediately start reporting to the credit bureaus, because when they do, it becomes expensive for them because they have to be able to resolve credit dispute or consumer disputes filed with the bureaus. They're going to have to comply with the Fair Credit Reporting Act, and they may have to defend Fair Credit Reporting Act lawsuits. And the question is there really upside to them reporting these really, really small micro loans relative to the considerable and real cost of reporting information to the credit bureaus? So hopefully that helps answer some questions about buy now, pay later. If you have any other questions about them, drop them in the comment section below and I'll get to them. Have a great rest of your day.
For more videos and credit tips from John Ulzheimer, go to www.tradelinesupply.com.